warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Faizah Rianda, and now I will tell you a story by the title Abu Nawas with His Ingenuity. Well, one day, the king ordered his soldiers to pick up Abu Nawas to join a group, the kings of Harun al-Rashid. What for? Yeah, they want to hunt bears. And at the time, Abu Nawas felt afraid and trembled, but he didn't dare to refuse the king's order. Then, one day, on the way in the forest, suddenly a sunny weather was turned cloudy, and immediately His Majesty the King called Abu Nawas and said to Abu Nawas, "Hey Abu Nawas, do you know why I called you?" And Abu Nawas said, "Oh my lord, I don't know yet," answered Abu Nawas innocently. "And you know that it's going to rain soon, and the forest is still far from here. And now I will give you a slow horse. Meanwhile, I am, with my bodyguard, will ride a fast horse, and you should ride this slow horse. And later, at lunchtime, we gather at my resting place. And when it's rain, we must avoid it to keep up our clothes dry. And now, let's split up," the king explained. And as soon as it rained, the king and the guards take a nearest shelter. But because of the heavy rain, the king and his bodyguard was drenched. And then, in a few time, Abu Nawas coming with a dry clothes by ride a slow horse. Whoa, it's so amazing. Abu Nawas ride a slow horse, but their clothes is still dry. Whoa. And in the next day, Abu Nawas given a fast horse with the king and his guard that had ridden yesterday. Now, the king Harun al-Rashid and his bodyguard ride a slow horse, and at that time, the rain is heavier than yesterday. And then, the king and his bodyguard were again drenched because of the horse is couldn't run fastly. Then, a rain is heavier than yesterday, but their horse is couldn't run fastly, so the clothes and the dress of the king and the guard is drenched. And then when lunch arrived, Abu Nawas arrived at that time and in the resting place earlier with a dry clothes. And after a while, the king and his bodyguard arrived with a drenched clothes. And at that time again, the king Harun al-Rashid became curious and said to Abu Nawas, "Frankly, how do we avoid the rain, O Abu Nawas?" And then Abu Nawas said, "Oh my lord, it's so easy," Abu Nawas said with his smile. And then Abu Nawas explained, "I actually not running away from the rain, master. However, as soon as it rained, then I quickly took off my clothes and folded them up, and then I sat on them. And this I do until the rain stopped," said Abu Nawas. And then His Majesty or his king finally acknowledged the ingenuity of Abu Nawas. What we can take from this story is, do not underestimate people who are lower position than us, because they maybe have advantage over us. Well, thank you so much. It's all that I can deliver to you guys. I'm so sorry if there are many mistakes from me. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.